QRM Office 21, Rio de Janeiro City, Federative Unit, Rio de Janeiro. We will make our movement from my private living as my bedroom, the place where I had the development of this entire theory and research. The economical and financial control, the economic evaluation will be related with the financial operation and records. And if you had an evaluation as conjunctural trend based on corruption, and in the end have the criminal purpose evidence, maybe the area as internal control didn't have the proper control. If it goes by budget, you had misusage of budget. If it's on public budget, it's an integrated failure. And you didn't respect the law and the Constitution. And when you strike my research and my effort as independent effort by free will, by goodwill, and in good faith, according to freedoms of Brazil and USA, you impact the Constitution even beyond your limits. It means that you impacted the constitutionalism that goes since 1789. And when we take a look at the Brazilian Constitution, we will observe that on Article 5 we have guarantees as individual and sometimes as a group of interests presented as a moral entity. In the same way, we have basic rights to protect the individuals, to protect this moral entity, but wasn't observed in Brazil. And when you take a look on Article 30, Article 30, I think that is, let's take a look. And we will check that on Article 35, the law can spoil or put away the threats, menaces of rights, and for sure a deeper level guarantees. But when we have the violation perpetrated by the judicial system, which according with the clause 35, the judicial power which belongs to the state and has the use by chairs under specific designation, it means that the violation perpetrated by the judicial power which belongs to one specific state goes by misusage of specific chairs. After the complaint you had a continuity, the failure is presented by solidarity, since the chair up to the judicial power and democratic institution plus the state. It's an integrated failure, observed on Article 74 and 23 1. But if this goes and the Constitution says that judicial power must observe this is not the judicial power, but the use of a chair which belongs to the judicial power, that belongs to the state, you are totally outlined. It means that you do not exist for the legal system, and all risks against you, with no guarantees in the place you are. Then we will check that, but this integrated failure had a continuity and it's integrated. It means that the entire judicial system is outlawed and outlined. No guarantee for you all, including that special prerogative as long life chair. If you are inside my company, you are all fired. But my company must be for real and do international business for sure. Then we will check that when you had this kind of violation against guarantees and basic rights of individuals and moral entity. On Article 41 has the speech that the law will have the punishment against this, but the law can be recognized by a judicial power, considering the Article 61. When you hurt the interest as international, even on business, the case can be presented to the antitrust justice on USA by the systematical abuses, which is presented as judicial power, but it's not the judicial power as you could have on your own constitution. Simple reading of, these words written there. And then the violation allows me to claim a compensation, and the violation integrated as a organized activity with interaction as outlaw with storage, very close to 33 trillion. It's the price of this paper rolling against democratic institution and all integrated on Article 74. With distribution of power by corruption on Article 2381, and have the continuity of this Ponzi scam by the nepotism, doing overpriced contracts, have no words about the violations, even as abused by privilege, which is an unfair treatment and one type of gain. The other situation is scapegoating against innocent people or company to deal this innocence using a trial. It's a misuse of the judicial power by specific chairs which was designated to do this or to have the accomplishment with the Constitution, not observed by the Article 102, since from the top-down corruption scam, the law and order review. We claim this right at the American justice, federal justice, and consider the antitrust justice. By reasons, the housebound is a method for the individualization. We use this and all things violated by you, and you committed industrial crime, self-dealing, obstruction of justice, insider trading, corruption, international corruption, white-collar crime, tax evasion, and others. All these will separate only the elements that belong to the causality as compensation, which goes by this bond from my legal right as compensation, which could be proven that wouldn't got respected as moral entity, concurrent interest, creditor committee. You all will do the payment on American Embassy, because the creditor has this right to have the choice about the placement where the payment will be made. And inside the American Embassy, you are under the judicial power of United States of America. All consequences by law. The paper and the charge are legal. Have a nice weekend.